So we are speaking with James Ali Bashir. We thought you will be the main coach instead of Emmanuel Stewart, but we heard that Jonathan Banks will be the main coach for this fight for Vladimir.
Well, that's the champion's choice, and that's the choice he made. So that's the choice we go with, So there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, that's what the champion chose to do, and so I oblige him on that,
And how is this training camp going? How can you compare this to the other training camps?
The training camp is going as usual. There's no abbreviations, no setbacks. We're going to move along. In the absence of Emmanuel Stewart, we're going to move on. We're going to do the same thing we always do: go out and win. So that's the name of the game.
And how is Vladimir doing with taller sparring partners?
The same way Kliczko does. He's the champion of the world, and we'll prove that he's still the champion of the world when we get in there with Wach on the next month.
So you don't think that Wach size will do any problems for Vladimir?
No, not at all. I think that Wach is a good fighter, and I think that Kliczko is a very seasoned fighter, and it'll show up in the ring. Wach will do some good things, I expect, because he's a professional. But I feel that Vladimir's skill, Vladimir's adaptability, his adaptation will overtake Wach's skill, and he'll win the fight,
And it seems like in one moment Vladimir lost his calm when Juan de Leon said that he might quit without Emmanuel Stewart in his corner. Was he furious about this interview?
No, not at all. It was just a brief emotional setback with him because he's so attached to Emmanuel Stewart. And it's just like any child would get upset about his parents. If somebody says something, he's gonna react, And I thought that it was just a flash in the pan, nothing really serious. I think that Juan de Leon is upset. Okay. I think Juan de Leon is the one that's going to carry the heavier burden into this fight, So that'll be it.
And what's your prediction for this fight? You think this fight will go to distance?
I think that Wach will get stopped late in the fight. In a good fight, I suspect that Wach will get stopped late, So we'll find out what happens.
And what are the biggest weaknesses of Mariusz Wach, in your opinion?
Inexperience. That's all. Just inexperience. He's a good fighter. He's a solid professional, and he's been in there with some decent guys, but he hasn't been in with the likes of the Kliczko. And I think that experience will be the biggest setback for him.
And is it true that you said to Vladimir that you should fight Wach now? It will be easier fight for you than I don't know, in 2 years.
Yes, I said that, and I said that about Dimitrenko and a couple other young guys. Deontay Wilder. I think we need to fight those guys now to get them out of the way, because in life people get older and they get better as they go. So I suspect Wach will be a better fighter. I suspect that he'll even win the championship of the world one day, just not now. So I think it's better to get the young guys when they're budding as opposed to taking them on late. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take on a young Wach as opposed to taking on a 2-3 year down the road Wach who will be better suited for the job as opposed to now. He's green. He hasn't had no competition that would complement fighting Vladimir Kliczko. He hasn't had any competition that's going to justify him being in there. So I suspect that he'll make mistakes. And when you make mistakes with Kliczko, they're costly. So yeah, I suspect that he'll win the fight handily,